how the light beings have been helping us to clean out some of the deeper ancient tunnels, and the ascension process and what's going to happen with New Earth. So he goes into several of those topics, and just kind of further backs what Commander Thor has been saying for several months. So here we go.
2023 will be the year of our liberation from dead slavery. Behind the scenes, we have been successfully moving towards this goal for a long time. Trust the plan. They keep telling us, we have all the information. Our alliance can afford to wait for the perfect moment to deliver a fatal blow to the Khazars. It is not surprising that the Khazar group is in complete panic. Threshold of permanent peace. This is a feat of an ultra-high level, accomplished by patriots with the help of our extraterrestrial brothers and sisters. All armed forces and military equipment abroad are returning to their ports of residence. Will this extraordinary news get into the bold headlines of the mainstream media? Of course not. They control all the media, and they are desperately trying to prevent people from finding out that the war machine and central banks are shutting down. It's all over for the Khazars. Therefore, everyone has every reason to look forward to a prosperous and healthy new year 2023. Soon, for the first time, we will truly live as free inhabitants on planet Earth in order to develop as our Creator intended. Without wars, hunger, poverty, or adversity. We're going to enjoy our lives to the fullest. Please spread the word. Sleepers who still don't know anything may wake up and not understand any of this. All those who are embodied here, at this time, are experiencing their last experience in duality. This existence will determine who will go to the new 5D Earth, that is, to a new cycle in which there are no more trials. Those who are not yet on the required frequency will be removed from this planet, and will have to repeat their lessons on another planet in the universe. This exchange of souls on Earth has been going on for several decades. During disincarnation, a soul that is not in the desired vibration will not be reincarnated on planet Earth. Many are wondering where these souls will be delivered. It was mentioned earlier that the spiritual colonies on Earth are being emptied. Obviously, no exiled soul can stay there. That would be nonsense. So they go to another place. There are thousands of alien spaceships in the atmosphere around the Earth that receive these souls. Upon receipt, they are informed that they are not yet at the required frequency to inherit the new Earth. Comforted by the selflessly helping spirits, they head towards what awaits them. Then they will know that they will leave Earth to complete their apprenticeship on other planets of trials and reconciliation. After receiving them on spaceships, since they have already disembodied, they will be taken to the astral of their new planet. They will not reincarnate immediately, as is believed. This is preceded by the process of energy adaptation. In this 2023 year, we will more clearly see the displacement of the majority of world leaders, namely the reptilian hybrid part, which is part of the dominant matrix of the state. The purification of the will, as already mentioned, is already in its final phase. Everything that does not have a light frequency will soon cease to exist. The veil that holds our souls captive on this planet will be lifted in the process of reincarnation in order to liberate humanity and develop as the Creator intended for us. Extraterrestrial technologies will become available that will fix everything that is wrong on Earth and will be able to keep us young and healthy. We will learn about technologies, such as healing machines, which have been operated outside the Earth for a long time, called medbeds, which can keep us young and healthy for as long as we want, which can take about 1,000 years before a new race reaches the next level. In his obsession with questions like when will the revelation come, most people rarely ask helpful questions about what might happen next. Some of the most exciting future developments are related to science and technology. What scientific knowledge can aliens possess? What technology can develop based on this knowledge? And what can happen when we get access to such technologies? More clarity will be provided in upcoming publications. Anyone who is not at a certain Earth frequency for awakening and healing, that is not open to incoming ascension energies, or incoming harmonic resonance waves leading to unity consciousness, will either have to transform or fail. This process encompasses body and soul, and it is not a fantasy, it is immeasurable, real science and fact. It is called Schumann resonances. These are global electromagnetic resonances generated and activated by energies from our universe, visible, among other things, as lightning. The ancient Egyptians already used certain resonating vowel sounds in their ancient rituals. These vowels were considered extremely sacred, so they were removed from the spoken language and no longer appeared in the written hieroglyphic language. In addition, during the ceremonies, the Egyptians used an instrument called a sistrum, a rattle with metal discs, which produces an exceptionally high level of ultrasound. In the 1890s, the legendary inventor Nikola Tesla was idling in his laboratory with his close friend Samuel Clemens, also known as the famous writer Mark Twain. The two had a long-term relationship, and Twain, who was known to be fond of science and technology, was a regular visitor to Tesla's lab. At this point in his life, Twain was, as Tesla described, in the worst condition, suffering from many alarming and dangerous ailments. On that particular day, Tesla invited Twain to try out a new invention he was working on, a mechanical generator that sends vibrations of various frequencies through the body. Twain agreed and got on Tesla's car. At the end of the session, Twain suddenly jumped up and rushed to the toilet with terrible diarrhea. Despite this, Twain continued to use the car daily for almost 2 months, and by the end of this period, according to Tesla, he regained his former strength and ability to enjoy life to the fullest. This was exactly what Tesla expected. It was the same results that Tesla and his assistants achieved during their experiments with this invention. As Tesla described in his reports, I stepped onto the platform, and the vibrations created by the machine were transmitted to my body. The feeling was as strange as it was pleasant, and I asked my assistants to try it too. They did it, and like me, were stunned and satisfied. But a few minutes later, some of us who stayed longer on the platform felt an unspeakable and urgent need that needed to be met immediately, and then an awe-inspiring truth dawned on me. When I started practicing mechanical therapy with my assistants, we got into the habit of finishing our meals quickly and rushing to the laboratory. We suffered from dyspepsia and various diseases of the stomach, gallbladder, constipation, flatulence, and other disorders, all the natural consequences of such an unregulated habit. But only after a week of application, during which I perfected the technique and taught my assistants how best to approach treatment, all these forms of diseases disappeared as if by magic for almost 4 years. Using it during this period, we were all in excellent health. Tesla described this discovery and invention as his greatest contribution to the well-being of mankind, a bold statement for an inventor of the level of Nikola Tesla. Throughout the rest of his life, he used his vibrating machine to treat people with a wide variety of health problems, from constipation to cardiovascular diseases, injuries and infections, sleep disorders and hormonal imbalances. But what exactly did he discover? As Tesla himself said, if you want to uncover the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration.
Right.
What does this advanced technology mean for a person aged 80? She can become 30 years old again in less than 3 minutes. 50 years of his or her life are gone. Now a woman can have children again. They can start a new family if they want to. It seems that medbed technology is an inexhaustible source of youth.
Well, for coming on